ever since that insane Season 3 finale, fans have had just one question on their minds. When will Season 4 come out? No doubt the final season of The Umbrella Academy has a lot in store for us, and we can't wait. If you want to know everything about the Netflix show and its final return, stick with us, cause we've got all the details. So let's get right into it. First things first, what happened at the end of The Umbrella Academy Season 3? The latest season of The Umbrella Academy picked up right where the Season 2 finale ended back in 2020, after meeting the Umbrellas back in 1963, and immediately becoming really disappointed in them. Hargreaves realizes that he wanted to go a different route, and decided to choose a completely different set of superpowered kids to form the Sparrow Academy, which not only featured 6 new additions to replace the original 6, but also had Ben returning as a very alive, but also very version of himself. But as surprising as that was, the Sparrow actually wasn't the biggest change in the timeline. That medal goes to Harlan, who kept and struggled with his powers after the Umbrellas returned to the future. As a result, he grew up getting constantly bullied and isolated, and when he sensed the Umbrellas were about to be born in 1989, he accidentally killed off their mothers so that they were never born in the first place. And so when the group traveled back to 2019, it created a sort of grandfather paradox. That is, would you be alive if you went back and killed your grandfather? And even worse, the paradox ended up creating the Kugel Blitz that brought on yet another apocalypse to wipe out the universe. Now, as that apocalypse is happening in the finale, Hargreaves is busy manipulating the Umbrellas as well as Sloane, Sparrow Ben, and Lila into entering the mirror of the Hotel Oblivion, and even kill Luther and Klaus in the process. And that's when we learn that a hotel is actually a machine that the alien can use to create a whole new universe. It just needs 7 sacrifices. Next up, Season 4 will answer that cliffhanger ending. Once the Umbrellas and Sparrows learned that their one purpose in life, at least in Reginald Hargreaves' opinion, was to serve as 7 sacrifices so that the alien could create a whole new universe, it was too late to stop anything. But Allison finally comes to her senses in time, before the machines suck all the life out of them, and realizing that Hargreaves tricked her, she kills him to save everyone, but she still presses the button to reset the universe. Next thing, we see Allison return to her LA home to not only find her daughter, Claire, but also the husband that she left back in the past, Ray. As for the rest of the Umbrellas, as well as Lila and Sparrow Ben, they emerge from the hotel's elevator in a courtyard and find that all their wounds have been healed. Luther's alive again, and he's not even half ape anymore. But his celebration ends when he finally realizes that his wife, Sloane, is missing, and that all of their powers are gone. The final shot of the finale shows a new timeline of New York, where it apparently looks like Hargreaves rules over everything with his revived wife at his side. Not to mention, there's also a final post-credit scene that we're dying to understand in more detail in Season 4, where some version of Ben, the Umbrella version or Sparrow one, we can't tell, is alive on a train in South Korea. As for why he's there, we'll have to wait and find out. Coming up, has the Umbrella Academy been renewed for Season 4? It took a while for Season 4 to get confirmed after the release of the 3rd season, but Steve Blackman, the showrunner, as well as Netflix, announced that the Umbrella Academy will be back for a 4th and final season back in August 2022. Blackman also confirmed the news in a post over Instagram, where he shared that the Hargreaves will be reunited for the last time ever. The caption read, "So excited for one more season with the incredible Hargreaves siblings." Also, in an interview with Digital Spy, he shared that he was really excited that all of the incredibly loyal fans of the show will finally be able to experience the fitting end to the Hargreaves siblings' journey. But before that conclusion happened, he also promised that Season 4 will have fans on the edge of their seats until the final minutes. Following up, how many episodes will we get for Season 4? Some of you might have heard the rumors that the 4th and final season will have just 6 episodes, and we're here to confirm that is true. Now, don't go on a rampage just yet. We're just as shocked as a lot of other fans, especially considering that from Seasons 1 to 3, we always got 10 episodes. But when fans started tweeting about how upset they were about it, Blackman gave a pretty interesting reply. The showrunner responded that the rumors are definitely true, but you're going to love them. Well, we didn't doubt that for a second at least. In another place, Blackman added that the 4th season will be made of 6 amazing episodes, so it definitely sounds like there's going to be a lot to get excited about for the upcoming season. Moving on, who among the cast will be returning for Season 4? Based on the Season 3 ending and the whole anatomy of the show, the 8 core cast members will definitely be returning. That is, Elliot Page as Victor, Tom Hopper as Luther, David Castañeda, Emmy Raver Lamplin as Allison, Allison, Robert Sheehan as Klaus, Aidan Gallagher as Five, Ritu Arya as Lila, and Justin H. Min as Ben. Also, Netflix confirmed that too with their season 4 announcement for the show. All of these actors have signed on, as well as Colm Feore, aka Reginald Hargreaves, who will be the big bad. Now, while we can't fully confirm whether anyone else will be returning for sure, other cast members who are highly expected to play a part in the 4th season are Yusuf Gatewood as Ray, Coco Assad as Claire, as well as Hargreaves' elusive partner Abigail, played by Lisa Repo Martel. Other than that, there is a huge question of whether Sloane, played by Genesis Rodriguez, will appear in season 4, especially considering that she was nowhere to be found in that final scene in the season 3 finale. But considering that there's always the possibility of people who in previous timelines coming back, it's highly possible. That also means that the other fan favorite cast member, Jordan Claire Robbins, who played Grave on the show, could also definitely come back. Plus, if Sloane does reappear for season 4, then there's also a small chance that the rest of the Sparrow Academy could come back too. That is, Justin Corwell as Marcus, Brittany Oldford as Faye, Jake Epstein as Alfonso, and even Cassie David as Jamie. And while this might be a bit of a stretch, it would be really awesome to have Javon Wanna Walton back in some capacity too. Up next, what can we expect for the plot of season 4? Considering that cliffhanger season finale, there are a lot of directions the next season of the Umbrella Academy could go. The biggest setup in the season 3 finale is that there's going to be a huge showdown between the Umbrellas and Hargreaves, who now own pretty much every skyscraper in New York, and probably also have the political power to match. It's definitely going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with the group finally going directly against their father now, when he's obviously at his most powerful, and with his revived love by his side. And even more interesting, now that the Umbrellas don't have their powers anymore. In an interview with Tadum, Blackman teased that the Umbrellas will be up for dealing with all of these new changes. And while the timeline has been dictated by Hargreaves, who reprogrammed the entire universe at the end of the season 3 finale, because of Allison, he didn't get to finish what he started before Allison pressed the reset button. And so, according to Blackman, the siblings losing their powers isn't going to be the only oddity in this timeline. There are also going to be a lot of new enemies who want to see them wiped out of existence, but seeing how they'll manage to face them without their powers, and if there will even be a way to get their powers back, will be a huge question in the upcoming season. The stakes have literally never been greater for the Umbrellas before this. And finally, when can we expect season 4 to come out? According to another production source, the series will begin filming between the 1st and 3rd quarter of 2023, so that means the series probably won't wrap until September 2023 at the latest. And also, according to a source, the show's budget is between $7 million and $10 million per episode. Now, if the production schedule of the 3rd season is any reference, production prep didn't even start until October 2020, and then filming began several months later, all the way in February 2021. Then filming finally ended on the 28th of August 2021. This might not be the best comparison to go by, considering that it was filmed throughout the height of the pandemic. So, let's take a look at the first 2 seasons of the show. Both of them took around 5 to 6 months in development, and then a further 6 to 8 months of post-production and localization before making it to Netflix. Steve Blackman also once stated that the time to produce each season of The Umbrella Academy takes up to 18 months before finally being released on Netflix, so this definitely lines up. In this case, our best estimate for the release of season 4 is going to be spring 2024 at the earliest, if everything goes smoothly. And with all that, that's a wrap for this video. What are your theories for The Umbrella Academy season 4? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.